Two teams from the NL. It's going to be the San Diego Padres taking on the Houston Astros. Ready to go on 2K Sports.
It's National League Baseball. The Houston Astros, they're at home to look for a W. Roy Oswalt, the hitters, planning their strategy against a guy who's got a repertoire of great sliding. 2K Sports presents Major League Baseball Sunday afternoon. Steve, what's he looking for? What's he thinking about here against the San Diego lineup?
A veteran power pitcher in Roy Oswalt, fastball in the mid-90s, and he's not afraid to pitch inside. When he establishes the inner third of the plate, it opens up the ball away. He can throw that big curveball right where he wants it.
Here's the offense for Bud Black. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, a guy that can switch hits at the top of the lineup, can steal bases and play Gold Glove defense. Orlando Hudson's a guy to keep your eye on today. Can change the game in so many ways.
Win at the plate. Well, a win last night for the Astros. They'd come into that game after losing 6 straight, so that's a big W to get off the snide. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. Out number 1 in this one. Have a look at how the Astros line up on the field.
Still early on in the season, let's take a look at where the Padres rank in the National League. 6th in home runs, 11th in batting average with runners in scoring position. And the batting average numbers just not where this club would like them to be right now. Not enough contact, not enough depth to the lineup and production with these guys swinging the bat.
It's going to be Giles. Base is empty, 1 out. Oswalt with the delivery. Just missed with the fastball, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a liner. Those who led the league in hits last year, brought to you by State Farm. There you see Gonzalez. He's 5th on the list.
Well, the more people you get on base, the more chance you have of scoring runs. And this guy can do it as good as anyone. He can hit, and that's what he does. He puts the ball in play. He makes things happen, but he seems to get a lot of hits. That's why he was one of the best at it last year in all of baseball. Gets on base, and he scores runs.
He's going to try to stretch it. So there are 2 men down here, but they do get a man in scoring position.
Well, they set down the first 2 men of this inning, but they couldn't get him out. A big double right there with 2 outs, and a 2-out hit will score a run.
And it's Adrian Gonzalez. Over 5 at-bats last year, he could not pick up a hit off Oswalt. Runner on second and 2 outs. Takes that first pitch low in the strike zone, strike 1.
I think the hitter was looking for something out over the plate that he could drive. They pounded a fastball down and in for a strike.
Here's the pitch. Watches that one for a called strike. 0-2. The pitch. Curveball. Thought he had him, but it's 1-2. One-two pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Adrian Gonzalez. There's some great work on the mound. Roy Oswalt works his way out of the first inning without allowing anyone to score. And the Astros getting ready to start this one off. There's second baseman in the box now. He'll get things started here in the home half of the first. And here's the first one. Swung on, contact. This one towards Giles. 1 away. We've got a moment to take a look at that lineup for the Astros. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, a guy that's been a run producer his entire career, and that's Lance Berkman. And I tell you, watching play makes it so difficult because of the fact that he's a switch hitter. Better left-handed hitter than right-handed hitter. A lot more power from the left side. So look for the manager to try to mix and match in this game. If he comes up in a key situation, make him hit right-handed.
Number 3 hitter up. One out, nobody on. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. Throw to first gets him, and there are 2 down. We'll take a quick look at the Padres and their defensive alignment. Particular standouts here, John?
We always want to keep an eye on Orlando Hudson. The O-Dog still has the great range for a guy who's getting a little bit older. He's great, though, at going back and getting pop-ups. He can let your outfielders play deep because he has the ability to go back and take the bloops away from the hitters.
Bagwell is the batter. Two outs and nobody on. Here's the pitch. Fastball runs inside, 1-0.
Well, anytime you're throwing a fastball down in the zone, especially down and in, the only thing a hitter can do is hit that ball into the ground. Good job of laying off.
Here's the 1-0. Fastball low, 2-0. Hung the slider, 2-0, and he missed it, 2-1. The 2-1. Low for a ball, and it's suddenly 3-1.
Well, even though you're 3-1 in the count, you still have to be patient at the plate. Make him throw a quality pitch. If he does, be ready for it. And if you're the pitcher, you better not throw anything down the middle and hope he's taking it, because he can take you out of the yard.
Swing and a line drive. And that's going to do it. Sheffield's there. And they're held in check here in this half inning. Nobody on the board yet here in Houston. Gorgeous day in Houston. The roof is open at Minute Maid Park. Beautiful here. And Oswalt throws one outside for a ball. One 0 on the way. Hit up the middle. Yeah, that caught him. He did not avoid it. And they'll have to eat this, as that will go as an infield single. He stops at first. It'll be a single. Sheffield into the batter's box. A runner on first, no outs. Swing and a miss, but he was right on it, 0-1. Oswalt with the delivery. It's fouled off. Fastball is a waste pitch that time, 1-2. It's fouled away. A smash to first. Gets one at second. And a double play. They got them both. A look at the Astros' upcoming schedule. This is the final game with San Diego. They'll get on the road tomorrow. After that, they meet up with David Wright. Road series against the Mets. That should be a great series. They really match up well. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And they'll travel to deal with Prince Fielder, as the travel schedule has them up against the Brew Crew. Great series there. There's quite a few road games coming up, and that's always challenging. Base is empty with 2 outs. Here's the delivery. He swings and nails a liner. And that's out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. The Padres unable to get on the board. Gonzalez at the plate. Watches that fastball that goes by him for a strike. Here's the pitch. This is a swing hit in the air. 1 down.
A lot of tough teams in the National League. Let's see where the Houston Astros sit right now. 4th in walks, 7th in triples, and they find themselves in the top 10 in stolen bases, showing that speed, a major part of their ability to manufacture runs.
Up now their rookie third baseman.
Well, the huge strides forward in 2010 for the Padres. A big part of that was how they improved their performance against the National League Central.
1 out, nobody on. Here's an off-speed pitch in there for strike 1. Padres against that Central 27-14. That's a big record.
How about a winning record against everybody except the St. Louis Cardinals? 3-4 against the Cardinals. How about going 6-0 against the Pittsburgh Pirates?
Helped him out there. 0-2.
A great movement on that one, going to the outside part of the plate. Awfully tough when you commit to hit that ball away.
Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball that's well off the plate. 2-2. Slider swung on and missed. 2 down.
Now he helped him right there with 2 strikes. He gets the slider, but he chases it out of the zone for strike 3.
So with 2 outs in the inning, here's Lance Berkman. His team leader in RBIs and great production. Berkman fouls it away. And he leaves that one alone. Lance Berkman with patience to even it up. Strike 1-1 delivery. A fastball taken for a strike. 1-2. And that one gets popped way up behind the plate. Tried to track that one down, but comes up empty. The 1-2 on its way. And Berkman is struck out. Big swing and a miss for Berkman. And they aren't able to get anything going in this half inning. 3 up, 3 away. Nobody on the board yet here in Houston. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crux, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Hot shot towards the hole. And that's out number 1 as he takes it to the bag. Hudson into the batter's box.
Well, the numbers just weren't there offensively for Orlando Hudson, and heading into a free agent season, I'm sure he'd love to see those numbers go up. He just didn't get it done in 2010.
Nobody on base, 1 away. Big breaker on the 0-0 pitch. It's a called strike. And guys, Orlando Hudson is noted as being an offensive player, so bit of a problem .260 slugging percentage below .400 last year.
Yeah, you know, he got off to a good start in 2010, but just...
Swings, hits this one. Going to be fielded by Wynn. That one's caught. Here's how the Western Division race is shaping up in April, brought to you by State Farm. D-backs in first place. In the second spot, it's the Dodgers. Rockies in the third spot. It's the Giants in fourth. And rounding out the list, the Padres. Gwynn at the plate. Grounded out his last time through. Base is empty and 2 down. And here's the first one. Ball! And the pitch from Oswalt, low for a ball.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
Now the 1-0 pitch. And he takes a strike on that fastball. 1-1.
Now that he's established the strike zone down and in, he can elevate a pitch or go with something soft away from the hitter.
He delivers. And it goes foul.
Foul!
1-2 pitch coming. Curveball. Ooh, where did that miss? 2-2. Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. No runs, no hits, nobody crossed the plate in this half inning, and nobody left on base. Still, there's nobody on the board here in Houston. We got the bottom 3 in the lineup due up. And it's Wynn batting. He'll start things off for the home team. We're in the third. Ball! Can't get him to chase that one outside. Ball 1. On the way. Let's the 1-0 pitch go by. 1-1.
Well, the pitcher going for that hole, and most hitters swing up and in. He found that strike zone with a 4-seam fastball, and he couldn't get to it.
Here's the 1-1. Swing, liner, back up the middle. And that one will be down, and Houston's on with their first hit.
Well, look here, last year of the National League and where the Houston Astros ended up ranking. 5th in stolen bases, 12th in batting average with runners in scoring position. And the triples numbers, well, they weren't quite what the numbers you'd want for a team, and it really shows the fact they didn't have the kind of speed necessary to take that extra base.
No one out and a runner on first. Ball! That one's going to be outside. Ball 1. One 1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0. Oh, and Wynn takes off. Strike 1. And he's in there at second base. Oh boy, he's on his way to third. And he is safe at second. Halfway that time. It's a called strike anyway. 2-1. That misses below the knees. That'll run us to the full 3-2 count.
Now, if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
The 3-2 pitch. And that one misses. That's going to be ball 4. Toss the bat aside and head down to first.
Now some control issues right now for the pitcher. He's got to get locked in and back in the zone.
And here's a look at what's coming up for the Padres. This is their final game with Whiston. They head to yet another venue, the Cubs hosting that one. It'll be a 3-game series. After that, they'll be playing host to the Phillies and the bat of Ryan Howard. Well, there's some great competition in that set of games. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Well, this starts out a strike and it ends up a strike. You got to swing the bat.
And he looks at one in there for a strike. 0-2. Can't get him to chase the fastball. Low. 1-2.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
He fouls that one off. The pitch. Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count. And that misses the outside corner. It'll run it full. 3-2. On the way. Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out. 1 away.
Well, he gets the first out of the inning right there. Now let's see if he can continue to bear down and work his way out of this jam and keep the score tied.
And here in the early part of the season, we have a look at the Central Division standings brought to you by State Farm. It's the Cubs in first, the Reds second place, the Brewers third place, Pirates in fourth place, Cardinals in the fifth position, and wrapping up the list, the Astros.
You know, Houston fans tried to convince themselves that maybe they could improve this year, but it just hasn't happened as they've struggled once again. They better be careful, Gary, with him on second base. He can run, and he has the ability to read the pitcher and get a good jump as well.
Plays off that one outside. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Ooh, that looked good, but he falls behind. 2-0.
That palm ball down in the zone. You want it starting there and sinking out, but the hitter realizes if it starts at the bottom, it's going to be a ball. Good piece of hitting.
That's over for a strike. 2-1.
Well, that's a pitch a lot of guys can do some damage on, but unfortunately, the pitcher gets the strike. The hitter couldn't swing the bat.
Here's the pitch. That's called for a strike. It'll even the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Slider. 2 down.
I've got a chance to take a look at the slider again.
Fantastic piece of pitching to get that out, John.
Well, that's the part of pitching you love. He's looking for a fastball. He's expecting a fastball, and then just drop one right off the table. What a pitch.
Two men on and 2 men out. First pitch, here it comes. Fastball misses away. 1-0. Pauses, and now the 1-0. Line shot into center field, and it falls in. Hitting streak continues. And wins home.
Well, you love the approach right there. He didn't try to do too much. He wasn't trying to be the hero. Just get that RBI and get that first run on the board.
Two down. Runners at first and second. First pitch on the way. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And there's Giles. Pulls that one in for the third out. First run of the game, third inning. They'll try to build on that momentum. The Astros on top, 1-0. 2-hole to get things started next. It's going to be Giles. And the first pitch. And Oswalt misses.
Well, they've got a couple hits here, and we're into the fourth inning, so maybe they're starting to get something going. And the second time through the lineup, maybe they'll try to figure something out, Gary.
The 1-0 now. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And it's through. Base hit, Giles.
And a chance here to check out how the Padres ranked in the National League last year. Second in stolen bases, fifth in batting average with runners in scoring position. And while the home run numbers just weren't quite stacking up with some of the other clubs around, really showing that they had to manufacture runs and not get their offense from power. Well, definitely going to have to hold the runner close at first base. He can run, and boy, if he gets to second base, he's in scoring position and could tie this one up.
0-1 count as that started off with a strike. Oh and 1. Oswalt kicks and deals. Swing and a miss on the breaker. 1 down.
Let's see the pitch of the K-cam. It was a 12-6 curve.
A breaking ball right there gets him to swing. You can see that back leg kind of jelly bitten a little bit.
Really used the off-speed pitches during that at-bat to get it over with. And it's Adrian Gonzalez now with one away.
Well, another solid year, and when your best player, Adrian Gonzalez, plays in 160 games like he does every other year, you can expect big numbers. That's why he kept his team near the top of the race all season.
Here it comes. That curve is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Boy, guys, for Adrian Gonzalez, is he one of the best in the game right now or not? And playing every day the way he does,
that's
major impact.
Listen, guys, it's a real value to your team when you got a guy that you can put out there every single day and you know what you're going to get. Solid defensively and that big power bat in the middle of the lineup.
Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
You want your hitters to go with the pitch. Don't try to force things. The ball's away. He drives it away.
Use the whole part of that plate and the whole part of that bat. You did.
Kids, you want to learn how to hit? That's how you do it.
Runners on first and second with 1 out. First pitch to him. That one sails up and away. 1-0.
Well, any hitting coach will tell you you can't hit that good high fastball, especially if it's out of the strike zone. It's a pitch you have to lay off of, make him bring it down to give yourself a chance.
At the belt, the 1-0. I think he lost the feel on that slider, and it's 2-0. And that one misses outside. Ball 3.
After another ball right there, the batter's at the full advantage. 3-0 count. I'm turning him loose right here.
The 3-0 pitch. Fastball, that's over for a strike. 3-1.
Now let's see what he comes back with on the 3-1 pitch.
Here's the pitch. Smash towards the middle. And he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now. And here's Giles heading home. And they get the tying run home. Leave a pitch over the center of the plate like that, you're going to pay for it.
No doubt about it. Big leaguers take advantage of those kinds of mistakes.
Sheffield into the batter's box. Now, Steve, this offense, you want momentum going your way. It looks like they've got it.
Gary, that was a big at-bat right there. Coming up and bringing them back even here early on. Nice job.
That's all it took, and that brings us to that proverbial brand-new ball game. 1 out with runners at first and second. And here's the first one. And Oswalt has him 0-1 with that called strike.
Well, that was a great at-bat, not only because it drove in the tying run, but it shifted the momentum, and now the offense is back on track.
Missed badly with a fastball there. 1-1. Comes set, now the 1-1. Missed with a fastball outside. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. And this is inside, and that hit him hard.
I know he didn't want to do that. That's going to load things up now. But Gary, this is where Roy Oswalt's really got to go to work.
Right now he's contemplating his next move out there. You've got a tie ball game, but a big chance to score here.
Well, this is a pivotal moment in this game, and the manager needs to pay a visit to the mound to make sure the club's all on the same page. They cannot afford a defensive miscommunication here.
That's 1. And 2. They got both of them that time. They pick up 1 on 3 hits, strand a man. All knotted up here in Houston. Big bats ready to make an appearance. Gonzalez at the plate. First pitch, here it comes. Swings and misses at the fastball. 0-1. The pitch. It's hit foul by Gonzalez. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
We've got a second now to see the 4-seam fastball in K-Cam.
A good job of keeping him guessing by changing speeds out there.
And boy, John, you saw the effect of that swing. He wasn't even in the same time zone.
Well, going from off speed to a heater like that is never easy, and even guys that make the big bucks have a hard time adjusting.
One out, bases empty. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there, 0-1.
Hitters have to have great balance and be prepared for the pitch away. If you open up even a little bit, you can't catch up to that 4-seam fastball in the outside corner.
Pitch on the way. Good palm ball, swung on and missed. 0-2. Fastball got him, 2 down.
That's how you use your fastball, using it very effectively. 2 consecutive punch-outs.
And it's Lance Berkman at the plate. Yeah, tremendous hitter. Two outs, bases empty. Takes a swing at that fastball, can't connect. 0-1.
Obviously, he's a major force in this lineup. They want people to get on base in front of him so he can hit it out of the park.
On the way. That's a strike. Berkman's going to have to take a defensive stance now.
You can really stay out of big trouble in the big inning if you can spot your fastball down in the zone.
And Lance Berkman is struck out. Big swing and a miss for Berkman. No scoring here, ending this half inning. We'll head to the fifth here in Houston. It's going to be Santiago now. He's our first batter here in the fifth. Now the first pitch. It's taken high for a ball. Oswalt out of the zone. Here's the 1-0. A line drive towards the hole. Nobody's able to get under that one. It falls, a base hit. That will bring Orlando Hudson up. Be sure to tune in again this Saturday. A road game for the Houston Astros. They travel to Milwaukee to take on the Brewers at Miller Park. It's going to get underway at 7 Eastern.
Oh, Gary, that should be a fun one to watch for sure.
He flew out his last time up. Runner on first. He deals. First pitch, a breaking ball, low, 1-0. Lifetime average 320 against the Astros. Here's the 1-0. Fastball just misses and he falls behind. 2-0.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch, just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of. That hard fastball away.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Ball 3. Hudson lays off of that one. He does not mind the free pass.
Well, he's up in the count right here, 3-0. And you know he has the green light. As a hitter, you set middle in and try to get something in that zone to generate a run.
There's a swing. Line drive, center field. That's going to be a base hit for Hudson. A terrific opportunity here for San Diego.
That's why there's so much pressure on the pitcher in these counts. He has to throw a strike. When the hitter knows the ball's coming over the plate, it makes him a much better hitter.
Gwynn at the plate. 0 for 2 thus far. No one out yet. Runners at first and second. Wasn't very far off the bag, so he gets back easily. And the first pitch.
0-1.
Ready with a 1-0. He squares around and he gets this one down. Osmus. And his throw is in time for out number 1.
Oh, that's some bunt right there. Moving up the base runners. Good execution, Dave.
That puts a couple in position to come across the plate. You talk about getting something done that matters. That's the case right there.
Now they're looking for the big hit.
Runners at second and third, only one away. Here's the first pitch to Giles. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
In order to throw that fastball away from the hitter, you have to get great extension out in front. Nice job of pitching.
Oswalt with the delivery. Hard grounded to short. And that sets down Giles. So, our State Farm leaderboard, to look at the teams who hit best with runners in scoring position last year. Number 1, the Reds. The Cardinals in second. The Rockies third. Fourth, D-backs. For the Padres, they are in that 5 spot.
Well, nothing demoralizes a team more than being able to hit in the clutch, and this team is one of the best at it in baseball with runners in scoring position. You think you get a guy out, the next guy beats you. This team just sends one after the other with guys who love hitting in clutch situations.
Throws to first, side is retired. They get 2 men in scoring position. Couple of hits, can't get them home though. We are tied here in Houston. Latter third of the lineup coming up. And it's Wynn batting. He'll get things started. Home half, 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on, contact. This one towards Giles. And he makes the catch, 1 down.
That's about as easy as it gets. He could have caught that one in his back pocket.
Osmus at the plate. Walked in his last plate appearance. Base is empty with 1 away. It's strike 1. Can't make contact on the fastball. Here's the delivery. Swung on and hit. This one to Giles. And it drops in for a base hit.
Well, he stayed behind the ball right there real well. Got himself that 1-out base hit.
And it rolls around to the top again. In his rookie year now. One down, runner at first. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
Swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. The pitch. Fastball gets away from him there. 2-1. Slider called strike 2.
A good late break, hard break on that breaking pitch. Outstanding effort.
Ground ball headed for the middle. There's one. And there's the second out of double play. And so out of the inning, only 8 pitches thrown. That's pretty efficient. All knotted up here in Houston. And Adrian Gonzalez to lead it off. And Gonzalez settles in for his AB. First pitch. Swinging from the heels, and he missed it. 0-1. Oswalt with the delivery.
1-1.
Good patience, Adrian Gonzalez. The count is even. Strike 2 with a swing and a miss on a fastball.
A fastball up and away. It's awfully tough to catch up with it because you want to try to hit it deeper in the zone and go the other way, and before you know it, it's by you.
The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3. Adrian Gonzalez goes down without a cut.
Let's take a look at the 12-6 curveball on the K-cam.
Got him looking on a breaking ball.
A pitch that moves like that is something that is very useful to a pitcher if he's throwing it with confidence. And you can see that what a weapon that is.
Base is empty, 1 out. And the first pitch. And Oswalt throws one outside for a ball.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
The 1-0 now. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away, 2-0. Now the 2-0. He waves at that fastball, 2-1.
Well, it's tough to tell a hitter to stay back on a fastball, but this is what he needs to do. He's jumping out trying to get to it and is just way out in front.
He delivers. Hit hard to second. And he throws to first in time, out number 2.
Well, nicely done there. He ranges to his right over to second base, able to plant and throw and get the runner.
Sheffield into the batter's box. Hit by a pitch his last time up. He wants to get some hacks in here. Two outs and nobody on. Here's the first pitch. And Oswalt has him 0-1 with that called strike.
I don't think he liked that call very much, but the reality is he couldn't hit that any day of the week. That's a great pitch.
Here's the pitch. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1. The 1-1. That one swung on and hit and win. And Sheffield's got himself a single.
Well, this guy's always a threat to go. He steals a lot of bases, so they're going to have to keep a close eye on him, and maybe they'll make a mistake to the hitter, paying attention to the runner.
In the box, their third baseman. He'll get another shot after hitting into that double play last time up. 2 outs and a man on first. First pitch on the way. First pitch a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
The key for any pitcher is establishing the four-seam fastball. Once you get that working, it gives you so many different options.
Oswalt with the delivery. Pitch out. Nothing was on, though. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Foul ball behind home plate.
Foul!
The 1-2 on its way. Hit sharply towards the hole. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. And Roy Oswalt on his way off. Quality pitching all around. A great duel. And we'll see the Astros coming up next. Up again now, the number 5 spot. He's going to lead off bottom half of the 6th inning. First pitch. And that runs high, 1-0.
Well, he tried that four-seam fastball up in the zone to get him the chase. Tough pitch to lay off of. Good job by the hitter.
1-0 on the way. Fastball low, 2-0. Fastball called strike 2-1. Two-one pitch. He swings and drives this one. Giles to this one as he just strolls over for that out. Number 2 spot in the lineup up again. Had a base hit his last time up. One out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike.
That's a good, hard fastball right there. Let's see if he comes back with another one now.
Here's the pitch. Fastball misses low that time, 1-1. Here's one hit very well deep. And he grabs it in his tracks. Bagwell settling in. Flew out last time. Base is empty with 2 outs. And here's the first one. Swing, hot shot. Ooh, look out, off the pitcher. Throws on to first, side is retired. Good defensive half inning there, no hits allowed. We are tied here in Houston. Leadoff batter will get a shot at it later on in this inning. It's going to be Santiago now. He'll lead off the 7th. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
I don't think he likes that call, but when you're diving out over the plate, sometimes that fastball up and in doesn't look like a strike even when it is.
Good hard slider swung on and missed. 0-2. Curveball got him, 1 away.
Now, Gary, he's not messing around, going right at him on the 0-2 count. He didn't waste anything. He just went right for the jugular.
And here's Orlando Hudson. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Base is empty with 1 away. Oswalt with the delivery. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1.
Well, just a little bit out in front of that fastball on that swing.
Here's the delivery. That one swung on and hit and win. And that is in there, the go-ahead run on base. State Farm, a look at the teams who recorded the most steals from last season. Number 1, the Mets. 2nd, the Padres. In 3rd, the Nationals. Phillies 4th. It's the Astros, number 5.
Well, you talk about a game that could take a long time. This might be it. Anytime you have guys who can steal bases, the game just seems to slow down. That's what kind of pressure they put on the opposition. But both of these teams have the ability to steal bases. They were 2 of the best at it in the league last year, and it just puts so much pressure on the opposition when these guys get on base because you know they're going to be in scoring position soon.
Swung, ground ball to short. Over to second for 1. And there's 2, a double play. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. All knotted up here in Houston. Part of the order due to bat next. Gonzalez at the plate. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. First pitch on the way. Fastball in there, 0-1.
Oh, good life on this fastball as he just buries it down and away.
Here's the delivery. He's at 0-2. He watched that fastball that was in there. The pitch. Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location and, believe me, very difficult to hit.
That one's in the dirt. Nice stop. The 2-2. This one fouled back. He got him. So far, 8 strikeouts today.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
And the number 8 spot rolls around. 0 for 2 thus far. Nobody on base, 1 away. Fastball is high, 1-0. Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. Hit up the middle. Wow, that was close. Right back up the middle. Almost got him. And a good throw gets him 2 down.
Well, Gary, you know, he's settling into a groove right here. And that's 6 in a row that he's set down.
So with 2 outs in the inning, here's Lance Berkman. Struck out swinging his last time up. First one to Berkman. Here's the pitch. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by.
Now that he's gotten the 4-seamer down and in, look for him to go outside now.
That one's on the ground, but he gets it in front of him. Missed with the fastball outside, 2-1.
Well, he's over the 80 pitch mark right now at this point in the game. And you know that pitching coach is keeping a close eye on him to see if he tires.
Berkman fouls it away. There's a smash towards the hole. That'll do it as they put that one away. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. Tied still here in Houston. Batters 2 through 4 coming right up. And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. The first pitch. And the pitch from Oswalt, low for a ball. Now the 1-0 pitch. Inside with the fastball, 2-0. Here's the pitch. That one's drilled to short, and he's on. That's the go-ahead run.
Well, a good piece of hitting right there. And anytime you get your first hitter of the inning on base, it could set up the potential for a big inning.
Winfield at the plate. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. No one out and a runner on first. Here's the first pitch. And Oswalt's pitch misses inside.
Well, that breaking ball down and in is a tough pitch because the hitter oftentimes swings over the top of it or he pounds it into that front foot.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. Lined foul towards third. Here's the pitch. And the pitch out. Nothing doing that time. Now the 2-1.
Strike two.
And that's inside, and he's worked it to a full count.
Well, he's trying to run that fastball low and inside. Just couldn't quite pick up that corner. Didn't get the call.
The 3-2 pitch. Hot shot towards the hole. Now State Farm takes a look at last year's leaders in on-base percentage. Joey Votto, number 1. Second, Albert Pujols. Third is Prince Fielder. Adrian Gonzalez, fourth. And fifth best, Matt Holliday.
Well, you can't score runs if you don't get guys on base, and this guy was one of the best at it in all of baseball last year. He will walk, he can get his base hits, but the bottom line is he is on base, and when you're on base, you have a better chance of scoring runs than just sitting back and waiting for the homer.
Now, Adrian Gonzalez. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. And Gonzalez settles in for his AB. First pitch. And he watches the outside pitch from Lidge for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Swings, hits this one pretty well, deep right center, and it's going to be Wynn. That's one away. Giles towards third base.
Well, it's a big first out right there, but he finds himself still in a jam, in a tie game. Going to be absolutely critical to be aggressive with the next hitter.
Two men on, one out. And the first pitch.
Ball.
That one's too low. Lidge missing. Slider just misses the black. Falls behind 2-0.
Boy, he's got such great rotation on that slider. It's just unbelievable depth to that pitch.
Pitch on the way. Swings, hits this one. Going to be fielded by Wynn. That's two gone. And here's Giles heading home. There's the run, and it gives them the lead. Let's see what the RBI means for their win expectancy.
Well, this is what run producers do in situations. They find a way to pick up the run any way they can. He hits into the out, but gets the RBI.
Sheffield into the batter's box. Steve, I think from a manager's perspective, he's got to be all smiles over there with this offense producing at this point of the game.
Well, they were given an opening, and they took it. And now they have a lead late in the game. You've got to keep the opponent close when you're behind. You've got speed on first base. They better keep him close. If he gets in scoring position, it may just add on to this lead.
Strike started off the at-bat 0-1. Steve, we'll keep an eye on the bullpen. We'll expect to see that closer getting up and getting ready to come into the ball game.
Well, that's right, but you want to give your closers some insurance. Give them some margin for error. So look for this guy to try to come up with a big hit to tack on to this lead.
Swing and a miss on that fastball, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he's got great movement on that two-seamer. It's one of the best around.
And he watches the outside pitch from Lidge for a ball. On the way. A swing and a foul off to the right side. And that's another foul ball.
Well, anytime you have 2 strikes, if you look at the pitch coming out of the pitcher's hand and you think it's going to be a borderline pitch, you better swing. You don't leave it in the hands of the umpire. Take your chances, and that's what he did. He fouled it off. Now he's going to see another one.
And that one's put away to retire the side. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. San Diego taking the lead here. They're putting the pressure on. And it's Wynn batting. He'll get us started as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. And Heath Bell is the pitcher. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
You know, so many pitchers come in the game and they're afraid to throw their fastball unless they're throwing it at 98 to 100 miles an hour. Well, Heath Bell is not that type. He is going to challenge you with fastballs, and it's an average to above average fastball, but nothing overexciting. But he does challenge you with it, plus his location with it is impeccable. That's why he gets so many saves.
Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out, 1 away.
Here's the 4-seam fastball coming at you in K-Cam. Get a better look.
He just flat missed out on that one, reaching way out, trying to grab that. Caught the edge.
It started out over the plate, and then it started tailing away a little bit. You have to think he'd like at least foul that pitch off.
Osmus at the plate.
Well, Heath Bell has to be one of your favorite closers. Watching him come in the game, guys. I mean, he comes in. He's not overpowering. He's not going to throw 97, 98. He doesn't have the Mariano Rivera cutter. He challenges you with fastballs because he's not afraid. At the end of the game, though, he's walking away with the save and a win for his team.
Here's the 1-0 from Bell. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away, 2-0. Boy, Heath Bell, guys, knew all about pressure. The Padres team, every game was close. It was all about pitching. 47 for 50 in saves, ERA under 2, Steve.
Now, Gary, here's the thing. I don't know what you think, but I think that Crucky likes Heath Bell because he's built like John Kruk. I mean, they're kind of the same guy running out there on the mound. He is an elite closer, though, because I love his aggressiveness when he comes in on the mound.
Now the 2-2. 2-2. Curve that misses. 3-2.
Well, I think for the pitcher's perspective, keep the ball down. Keep it in the ballpark and keep it out of the gap. Force them to hit singles and lump hits together.
This is pop foul to the right side, but playable. And that sets down Osmus. Now it's 2 down.
It's nice to have somebody coming off the bench that can run a little bit. He can come in and pinch run, or he can get a rally started and potentially score a big run in a situation.
Base is empty and 2 down. Lays off a called strike. 0-1.
1 out remaining here in the 8th inning, and obviously offensively time running out. They've got to get something going, only trailing by a run. Find a way, get a pitch if you get one.
Here's a swing and a line drive. And that'll retire the side. Caught by Hudson. And they aren't able to make any noise here in this half inning. San Diego still protecting their lead. 6 slide up at the plate again. Grounded out his last time up. Here's the first pitch. Line shot into center field. And that gets through for a base hit.
Well, anytime you can get a guy on base who can steal bases, it puts so much pressure on the opponent. Let's see if they can get him around to score a run.
A runner on first, no outs. And the first pitch. Strike 1. Lidge gets him swinging. He deals. Slider locked him up. He's behind 0-2.
The hitter now needs to protect the plate. Think about going right back up the middle.
And they pitch out. Nobody's moving. One-two pitch coming. Swing and a miss on the slider. One out.
Well, this punch out right here will keep this game close as it gets later and later.
Took only 4 pitches on that at-bat to get him out of there.
Man, not a quality at-bat right there. He didn't make the pitcher work. He got out of there quickly.
Now, Orlando Hudson. Batting 1 for 5 lifetime off Brad Lidge. One out, runner on at first. And Hudson, he's in there for the first pitch. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
The hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
Strike 2, Hudson. He's a contact hitter here in this count. That one's too low. Lidge missing.
Well, he went for the backdoor slider right there, but he laid off the pitch. Good eye.
Pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. He's ready. The 2-2 pitch. Slider just about had him. 3-2 count.
It's a good pitch there. Tried to get him to chase it out of the zone. He just laid off.
Hudson dug in. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Here comes the full count pitch from Lidge. Grabs it. Got one. And they get it. They turn 2. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. San Diego 2. Houston 1. The top of the order is due up next.
As an athlete, you live for moments like this, Gary.
Trying to make that great comeback here in the bottom half of the last inning. He represents the potential tying run.
Bottom of the ninth, 2 guys, mano a mano. Who's going to win it?
And out on the mound, we've got Trevor Hoffman. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one.
Well, Old Man River keeps rolling along, and every year you count Trevor Hoffman out as a closer in baseball, but yet every year he keeps putting up numbers, and he's a gutsy performer. Not many pitchers can go out there with a fastball that doesn't reach the mid-80s, but yet he does, and he does successfully because he has such a devastating changeup.
Hit in the air to left center. That's one away.
Well, offensively right now, you've got to force the issue. You're running out of time. You've got 2 outs left in this game, Gary. And I think that from a managerial perspective, he's got to think about putting runners in motion if he gets them on to try to make something happen.
One out, bases empty. The pitch from Hoffman. Had him reaching that time. Strike 1.
He says, I'm going to go at him, but I'm going to go at him away so that I can't get hurt. He just runs that fastball by him.
The pitch, number 1. Throws the first. He's retired. That's 2 down.
Now we're counting down right here. They got 1 out left in this game, and I think offensively you're hoping for that long ball, but you'll take anything. Give a base runner. Get somebody on.
Two outs, bases empty. And the first pitch. Swung on, line to right field. That's the last out. This ball game is now over.
Well, Gary, San Diego did what they needed to do late in this game to be able to pull out a win. A good team effort.
I think you'll agree. We have got the perfect choice in this one for our player of the game.
Well, the heat was flowing in this game today. This pitcher came right out there with that great fastball and challenged these hitters. He did give up the one-earned run, but the offense gave him just enough support that he needed to get a very impressive win.
And they didn't have to score a lot of runs to do it. They end up with just managing two across the plate, but the pitching held up.
Well, a very close game and solid pitching and outstanding defense as well. Those little things become the key in close games.
Well, that time again. Thanks for being with us today, Major League Baseball. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody.